Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I forgot to change my overlay, but we are back here. We at Respawn LAN at Bandura, Latrobe University, in the Union Hall. Hold on 1 second while I change this up. That will be better. We have another game up for you guys. It will be proudly sponsored by Centrelink. They are facing up against MTS Esports. They are already underway. They are already mostly through the picks and ban stage, so I won't keep you guys any longer. I'll flip you straight over to there. We do have already banned out. We have Batrider, Naga, as well as Bounty Hunter and Clockwork being banned out by proudly sponsored by Centrelink, which is a little weird because they've been using that Naga so well in all their games so far that I've watched, and they banned it out themselves. But we do have an Outworld Destroyer, Weaver, Darkseer, and a Nature's Prophet being banned out by MTS Esports. Now the pickups, we have Timbersaw, Nyx Assassin, Phantom Lancer, Keeper of the Light. The Cancer Lancer with the Keeper of the Light is just going to be ridiculous on that lane, as well as Lifestealer, Visage, and Doombringer already up. Sorry, just Doom now. It's no longer Doombringer, it's just Doom. And one more pickup to come up from MTS Esports. And wait, looks like there's a bit of action going on down on the floor right now. There is a huge lineup just all of a sudden rocked up down. Don't forget, guys, if you want a little bit of League of Legends action today, you can head over to our other Twitch live stream, which will be at www.twitch.tv/GamestahTV2. They are streaming on our second channel. I am on our third at the moment. Also, if you want to look at our ugly mugs, you can head over to our first channel, twitch.tv/GamestahNumber1. We do have a camera up and running over there with us looking at our computers, all like DOTA idiots watching the streams. So anyway, it does look like a Jakira has been picked up by MTS Esports. They're going, that's a very strong support, and his strength gain is absolutely ridiculous. It's, you know, for a support hero to have that sort of strength gain and an ability like Ice Path, the way they changed it, it looks absolutely amazing. Well, it looks like the bans are now coming out. Proudly sponsored by Centrelink. They've banned out that Quap in the last ban every single time they've played so far. When they know the other team needs some sort of mid hero, they really don't like playing up against that Quap in mid. But it looks like they need a mid hero over there. Actually, they might be sending the Timbersaw mid. Either Timbersaw off lane or mid. Nyx Assassin will most likely go, but the Puck has been banned out. It looks like MTS Esports are looking about the same I am, that Nyx might be a support hero and they need someone for the mid lane. And the Shadow Fiend gets picked up here by proudly sponsored by Centrelink. Such a strong mid hero. Very early on he's pretty weak because he needs to get those souls, but once he gets a couple of souls up, that damage gets exponential, especially when he has Necro Mastery. I mean, 2 damage per soul, so every time he gets the last hit, he gets a bonus 2 damage on top. And I mean, at level 1, he can get 12 souls, so that's a bonus 24 damage with Necro Mastery level 1 straight up, and it works with denies as well. So that's some big damage that can come out, and the burst from the razors as well. So we'll look for him to get a very early bottle. Most likely a Blink Dagger BKB with the way most of the pros play. You never know, he might go for some sort of Shadow Blade, go for the right clicks. More of a right-click sort of damager, but who knows? We all just have to wait and see how they're going to play this. But the last pick is coming out from MTS Esports. They've only got 55 seconds remaining until they have to make this pick, and it looks like they need their own sort of mid laner, and they're not sure who they want to go. Someone who can stand up against that Shadow Fiend would be nice, so they're going to need some sort of range, so they're not always in range of those right clicks. So someone like Templar Assassin probably would be pretty good because Shadow Fiend's very, but it looks like it's going to be a Storm Spirit. Storm can jump in once he gets that level 6 and pull back very quickly. And Nada's actually picked up the Shadow Fiend. So I wonder if this might be a switch up in lanes with Nada actually going into the mid lane this time for proudly sponsored by Centrelink, or if they're going to keep him. Maybe, well, no, they can't send him. It would be Timbersaw offlane. Has to be a Timbersaw offlane. That's the only possible way that this can work for them now. But we definitely will have the Storm Spirit sitting in the mid lane as well. The moment we jump into the game, we'll run through the teams, make sure they're all up and running and everything's fine. And there we go. Sorry guys, I'm trying to rest my voice a little bit as much as I can because we have been here casting all day. I've been chatting with everyone that I know as well. But we'll quickly run through. We do have... I hate reading that purple writing. There. We do have Lindytron 5000. He will be playing on that Lifestealer. We have Dark Horse on the Doom. Ende will be playing on that Jakiro. We do have Skitzer playing on the Storm Spirit. And we do have God Bless Murder on the Visage. My apologies, guys. And then we run over the Shadow Fiend. We do have Nada playing on that Shadow Fiend. Next assassin will be played by Thaddy. We have returning champions of the gods playing on that Timbersaw in the off lane, like I thought. Respawn v28 returning champs playing on the Phantom Lancer, and then Infinity on the Coddle. It does look like they managed to get up. They have warded off that pool camp. They've put it in a very obvious spot, so it's not going to be too hard for them to de-ward. Coddle does have wards there waiting to de-ward. If he places it over in this area, there we go. He places it over. He's going to go in, check in, and it's going to be instantly de-warded just before anything happens. So a little bit of a waste of a ward there, but they do manage to waste out a sentry, but the sentry's not as important right now as the blocking of that camp. And there we go. The first vision ward goes down from the Coddle, and it will sit there. Observer ward, sorry. And it's just going to be looking at that lane for an offlaner, and it looks like that was going to be the Doombringer, but he is going to most likely go into the jungle. He is going to pick up a double damage rune, so that's going to help him out very, very early on and help him farm up a little bit quicker. He should have level 2 very, very quickly, so he'll be able to have that Scorched Earth up, but he really wants to try as much as he can to use that Devour, and he's going to get a Centaur up straight away, so he's going to get the Swiftness Aura, which is going to help him with the attack speed if he goes the right way. No, he's not going to go that way. He will pick up an Hellbear Smasher early on, so he only gets the clap, which isn't going to really help him out as much as the Swiftness Aura might have, but he has picked up level 2 already, so he does have that Scorched Earth already up and running, so that's going to help him out. He is going to go straight to the small camp. He is going to instantly pop that off, so he can just start regenerating health. I don't know, what is it, damage and regen is 12, so that's going to help him out quite a bit. We'll have a look over down at the bottom lane. We do have Visage. He's just warding off right now this Timbersaw. Timbersaw can't even get close to the lane. He has managed to get a little bit of experience, and I don't understand this. They are pushing up the lane. There goes the pool right now, but Timbersaw should be able to get a little bit of experience from this. He won't get any gold, but he should be able to get enough experience, and it does look like I'm having a little bit of lag here again, guys, so my apologies for anything that might happen on the live stream. If you see it running a little bit laggy, it's not because of the stream. We actually have good internet here that's helping us out. It's just a little unfortunate that the games seem to be lagging on the server end. I don't know what's going on. But then we have Doombringer. He's going to be beating down over here, helping with that pull out. He's going to be beating down on these creeps. Hopefully he can get level 3. Oh, he's already level 3. He should be getting level 4 very, very quickly then. So he looks like he's absolutely flying through this jungle right now, but you have a look up on top lane. We do have Phantom Lancer. He is up here. He's only level 3. He doesn't have that Devour, so he can't devour those big creeps as easily. But he should be going okay for now. We do have Phantom Lancer. He is definitely going to be getting lots of free farm up here on this top lane. He's already going to be able to get up, and First Blood already goes down on the mid lane. Looks like Storm Spirit got pricked out. The Nyx Assassin rotated out. He managed to get down onto that mid lane and just pop off one simple impale and get that Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit looks like he's going to be TPing back into the lane now. Storm Spirit switched over to that. As I thought, Lieutenant Lancer well ahead on the thing. Shadow Demon doesn't look like he's doing too well, but it's going to be... Oh! Let's hope that fixed it. Yeah, my apologies, guys. I accidentally hit the wrong button there for a second. So, definitely my apologies on that one. Did not mean to do that to all you guys and start the video up again. There we go, we do have Storm Spirit. He is popping down that Static Remnant. He wants to get vision on the high game, but he does miss that upwards thing. So the overload charge does not hit the overload charge harass does not hit the Shadow Fiend. But Storm does look like he's down here. It's only a level 1 overload charge. He's trying to get up as much farm he's got. He's already got his bottle. Shadow Fiend hasn't gone for that early bottle at all. I thought he might have because... Oh no, he has. He's already got that bottle sitting down there. My bad. Usually I put it up in one of the top slots. I didn't see it. My apologies. But we do have him just beating down right now on this. And I'm going to have a quick look around on my computer, guys. Apologies right now. I just want to see what is making this lag right now. That's why. Don't want to disconnect. Can I pause? Unfortunately, no. Well, that shouldn't be too much of an issue, guys. That wouldn't be screwing it up too much. It's definitely a lag issue with the servers. If I just check com. Yeah, pings are a little higher than I'd like them to be. They are sitting up about 90, so it looks a little laggier to me than it should be. But we'll just do that. There we go. Anyway, back over. We still only have 1 kill going, but if you have a look up here, they've got 3 coming down into the mid lane right now. And it looks like top lane is being pushed out right now. And Phantom Lancer still getting all the free farm in the world that he wants. Has picked up a hand of Midas, so he's picked up a very, very quick hand of Midas. Only minute 5. Before minute 5, he's picked up a hand of Midas and instantly goes into the jungle and finds himself a Wilkin straight up at the Wilkins, so the Wildlings now. My bad, they keep changing names on me. But it does look like there's going to be a bit of an engagement coming down on our middle lane. Storm Spirit does look like he could be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have anything. The Spike Carapace does go out in mid, and no one's actually going to die down here. And look at Shadow Fiend. He's just belting down here. He really wants to get the kill, but he might have committed a little bit to this. He's going to get himself back out. He has now been thing. He does use the thing, but he does manage... does use his magic wand, but he does manage to get killed off there. Unfortunately, does get caught out, does go down. So a little unfortunate there for the Shadow Fiend, just overextending just a little bit, and I have no idea why this is lagging still. And oh well, but we do have Shadow Fiend. He has managed to TP back down into the lane. He's trying to get his souls back up. He's back to he is up to 12, so he does have that 24 damage. He does get a deny back up to 13, and the flash farm he can get right now. He's got Shadow Razors, so I mean, like, if worst comes to worst, he's 3 levels. He can basically flash farm an entire creep wave in about 2 seconds if he really wanted to. So not too much of an issue for him right now. But we do have Shadow Fiend. He is beating down on this, and I know what I'm going to do right now. I have to do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back as soon as possible with Game 2.
See if that helps out a little bit more. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this internet connection right and see what I can do to smooth it out. But it does look like it seems to be okay right now. Does look like it's okay for now. Alright. So back over, we do have Phantom Lancer. He is up on that top lane. He is still free farming as much as he possibly can. He did get that early hand to Midas, and it looks like he has enough for any sort of boost that he wants. But I mean, up here alone for now, he's getting the Juxtapose up. He's got 1 point in his ultimate, so he's got a better chance at that. They last a little bit longer. He might be able to just come down and like start beating down on this tower and force a TP or a rotation up there. We have a look at this Timbersaw. Timbersaw's managed to get himself up to level 5. Lifestealer is level 6, so he's actually not that far behind anymore. Where is that Visage sitting? Visage is level 4. But Timbersaw, he's having a great old time right now. Almost level 6. He will have that Chakram coming up very, very shortly. It looks like Lifestealer just keeps trying to push him to the tower. They haven't done much damage to this, and he's just getting plenty of experience from it. Doesn't matter what they're doing, and he has just hit level 6 just now, and he just uses the chakram instantly, manages to get up a little bit of damage on that Lifesteal. Not as much as he probably wants, but he does manage to get enough on it. Does pick up a little bit of farm. His last hits, he's only got 12 for 1, but I mean, the big thing for him right now is levels, and cancels off that healing salve with the chakram. It's a very, very well done there. Haste Rune now on Shadow Fiend, so it's going to be interesting. Next level, level 9, you will see him put 1 point into his ultimate, Requiem of Souls, and probably pop that Haste Rune and want to go ganking off somewhere as quickly as he possibly can. Well, we'll shoot straight back up, and it does look like, there we go, Phantom Lancer. Every time that Hand of Midas is off cooldown, he's running straight into the jungle, he's finding the big creep, and he's going to beat it down. But he goes straight back up to the lane, he wants to keep farming up. He spent all his gold on something, it's most likely coming out on the career right now. There we go, so he's picked himself up a drums, as well as a magic wand by the look of it. So he's going to get the magic wand, and getting plenty of farm up here. And I don't know what he might go next. He might pick himself up that diffusal blade shortly. That drums is good for the early game. Gives him a bit of health, gives him a bit of power. He does have the Hand of Midas, and we saw him do this last time. Pick up the Hand of Midas very, very early, and then rush up a drums straight after it. And we have a look down at this Timbersaw. This Timbersaw is actually coming straight back down into the lane. He's trying to have as much fun as he can. And there we go. He just manages to walk into the lane, and they're quite scared of him now. Because he has that chakram up, because he has 1 point in reactive armor, he's going to be able to walk up. He gets a bonus health regen from it all. Timber Chain, easy escape mechanism, also does quite a bit of damage. And there we go, just walks straight down using Whirling Death and comes in, and the slow comes off now, and this is all just a setup. We just have right behind everyone, and this is going to be big, big trouble. They weren't ready for this, and there's 4 down there. Doombringer as well as Jakiro come around from behind, and they weren't expecting that whatsoever. A great gank off there by the Doombringer, just coming out of the jungle at the right time, helping with the double kill. MTS Esports are now ahead 4-1, and this is the first trouble that we've seen, proudly sponsored by Centrelink in this entire tournament. We've got 2 guys with phase boots going at the moment, with the Doombringer as well as the Lifesteal Doom. I wonder if he's going to be going into a Vanguard, try and make himself a little bit tankier. See that sort of Radiance build that comes out of Doombringers, the old school build, and there goes the tower. Lifestealer gets the last hit on that, so he gets the bonus gold out of it. He's already up to 1100. Treads are now up for Phantom Lancer. He's going to be down on this lane. He's taken the top tower as well, and he's going to be pushing out as fast as he can. He thought there was TPs coming up into the top lane, but there's not. So he's just going to beat down on these creeps as fast as he can, try and get as much gold as he possibly can up, and like, he's going to be just sitting here split pushing this entire game, and it looks like there's 2 down here now. We do have Doombringer. He's got Doom up, and he's going for a Shadow Blade by the look of it, and we have a Jakiro. So if a Jakiro might be able to get 1 stun out, he might be able to get it, and there we go, straight out, automatically. The stun comes out, but no Phantom Lancer is sitting around there right now, and we do have, there we go, it comes out. The dust instantly pops out from the Jakiro, but he's well out of range from the being able to be doomed. And he's going to get away quite scot-free. We have a look down here. Double damage rune on the Timbersaw right now. Timbersaw looks like he's going to be jumping down into the mid lane, getting himself a little bit of experience in there, trying to hold off this mid push right now. But Phantom Lancer, he's still up on the top lane. It looks like he's causing a little bit of a trouble for this Doombringer. Doom not quite sure what he wants to do right now, and I still seem to be lagging. But yeah, Doom unsure what to do right now. Phantom Lancer can spam out those Spirit Lancers. He's got that drums up, so he's got the mana for it as well. 250 damage a pop. It's all magical damage, so there will be a little bit of resistance. Probably about 230 damage, round about there on the Doombringer, because he doesn't have that much in the way of magical resist right now. Actually, he's got 25%. There, not too bad. But it does look like there's going to be a push down here on the mid lane. Max Souls, I'm guessing. Yeah, Max Souls are up for. Sorry, for Shadow Fiend. So he's going to be hitting quite hard. He's got the bonus 72 damage that's coming out, but we do have the Visage Familiars that are out on the field now. They're going to be roaming around. They're going to be trying to start, and the Doom comes straight out. There was a sentry wall down there, and it does look like Shadow Fiend, will he be able to get that Doombringer? No, he's going to get one last right click. There we go, he's finally got it down. He's trying to get out of there. The Soul Assumption goes down on him, but he does have a haster, and he's going to be able to get out of there. Looks like he wanted to try and get a raise up. He's trying to get on the high ground. He will pick up from the high ground the Jakiro without much of an issue. It does look like he's trying to chase down anyone else who's trying to get away on low health, but the Familiars are chasing him right now, and he just wants to beat them down. There we go, bonus 100 gold for him right now, and if he tries to turn around, he might be able to pick up another 100 gold, and it looks like he is trying to beat it down, but the Soul Assumption, he's got to watch out for that, trying to get down. Storm Spirit does zip all the way up on very, very low health, does TP straight back out, and it does look like, yep, Timbersaw picks up the Visage, and it looks like they're coming back and fighting back with a vengeance. Very early on, he's managed to come back in. Doom is still down, so they shouldn't be too worried about Doombringer trying to Doom onto that Phantom Lancer. It's really not that much of an issue, but the Sentry Ward does go down, just in case that Vendetta is already up. And I mean, like, it's not a massive cooldown, and it is up, actually, so they shouldn't have to, like, he probably wants to use that to initiate again. Very smart though, centering up, and here comes Doombringer. Doombringer, you're very, if you have any idea, you would not be out that far. But they are going to be walking away right now, and it looks like that they want to defend the mid lane because they're a little afraid of the Shadow Fiend still in here. Shadow Fiend hitting massively big, and it looks like they're jumping straight in. There's the jump in with the Life Stealer. The synergy is fantastic, and they will pick him up. Keeper of the Light trying to blast as quickly as he could over the top, but not enough damage going out there. Jakiro looks like he's sitting there. He's inside of smoke right now. He's going up into the top lane. It looks like they want to try and gank up on the Timbersaw in the top lane, but Timbersaw smartly reads it, and he's just sort of backing off right now. But he is going to bump into the Doom. As there's the Doombringer, and he is going to Timber change straight back out. Doom was not used, but now it is, and they want to try and slow him down. They're trying to slow him down. The TP is coming up into the top lane. They're trying to beat him down as much as they can. Storm jumps in from behind as well. It looks like they're going to try and pick him up, and great move there by Nyx. He is going to jump invis, and he is going to try and run away right now. He is being dusted up, and the stun does come out, and he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Very smartly uses his thing, tries to eat through the trees, but he's not going to be able to make it, and beautiful. Shadow Fiend's now up there, and he's just going to start beating down on everyone that's up in this lane. Great bait in there by the Nyx Assassin. As much as they got for that, for getting the Nyx Assassin as well as the Timbersaw, they lost so much more, and it looks like Shadow Fiend's not done. He really wants to try and get these Familiars. Bonus 100 gold for each one, but instead he's just going to start pushing out this lane. Full Shadow Blade now completed for him. He's going to be able to fly that out the moment that Courier gets back to base. He really wants to fly that out to him. Not sure exactly what he was thinking though. They've already got like dust being brought out everywhere, but there's the diffusal blade now coming out. Storm comes in, jumps in, there's the Life Stealer as well, and it looks like, yes, Keeper of the Light does manage to kill off the thing, and you're in a lot of trouble right now, and the Familiars are chasing him down. It looks like he doesn't have enough to go invis just yet. Familiars still chasing down. It looks like they want to try and cut him off as quickly as they can. They want to just sit behind, try and cut him off, and there we go. You see them going in, they see him going behind, and they're not going to be able to get in there and get the Phantom Lancer. The creeps are trying to chase him down right now, and it was very smart for a try, and Phantom Lancer will just manage to TP himself back out to base. So Phantom Lancer doing fantastic. He has 130 creep kills, does have a diffusal blade up now, so he's going to get even more scary, especially if he gets the Yasha. He's going to be hitting like an absolute truck very early on in this game. He has managed to pop 3 of his drum charges, only has 1 of them left now. Timbersaw does only still have the mana arcane boots as well as the magic wand and stuff. But there we go, we do have Nyx Assassin. He's just jumped in, and bad spot there for you, Jakiro. Jakiro does manage to go down. It looks like Doombringer wanted to try and come and help, but he's not going to be able to do it. And there's too much support around at the moment, especially with the Storm Spirit sitting there. But here we go, all the support's coming back in now. Wonder who they're trying to try and go for. It looks like they just really want to try and push out this mid lane right now. And with only 1 creep, I don't like their chances. But it looks like all the action's going to be hanging around now. And there we go. The siege does come onto this tower right now. And the fortifier does go off. Hand of Midas is used. The Ice Path does miss. And he really wanted to try and beat down on those Familiars. Wanted the extra thing. Does go up to the high ground. Wants to beat down on that Familiar. He can get one. If he hit the right one, he would have got something. But there we go. The Infest goes in. Instantly, the Storm Spirit jumps up there, but now the Shadow Fiend goes out, and he's going to pop his ultimate, and is he gonna? It's going to pop all over all of them. Even Storm Spirit jumped into it, and there's going to be massive damage coming out. 2 for 1 right now. Does look like the Nyx Assassin is the one that goes down. Double buyback. Storm Spirit and Doombringer both buy back instantly. Visage has gone down as well. Doombringer has TP'd back in. Storm Spirit, where is he? He's floating around somewhere, trying to run around, and there we go. We do have... He is trying to get away. Storm Spirit did go too high. He doesn't have the mana to jump all the way down. Shadow Fiend will be able to get out of that without being scratched. A 3 for 1 trade and 2 buybacks in that. And it might be even more now. Doombringer just brought back. Looks like they're trying to go down quite hard on him right now. They really want him dead. And one chakra, and it wills. He bought back, and now he manages to die. And even the Storm Spirit looks like he's in a lot of trouble right now. He is going to go down. 2 buybacks completely wasted. They get picked off straight away. It looks like Visage has now come back out, trying to get on there, and he just uses the diffuser blade charge, waiting for all his to be down on him. And even Jakiro, no, the raise missed. Unfortunately, that long raise missed out, but it does look like they're just going to start beating down now on this tower. Shadow Fiend, he does have his 36 souls back. He is going to be fine. He is going to just flash farm up this wave, and it looks like this Tier 2 in the middle tower is going to end up going down very, very easily there. Big siege, and proudly sponsored by Centrelink, managed to take a lot out of that. 2 buybacks, Storm Spirit and Doombringer come out, and they end up dying again. It is not a good thing at all. They managed to get themselves picked off in bad spots. And a Blink Dagger now on Timbersaw, so Timbersaw is going to be able to chase everyone down around the map. That's what he's been saving up for, and he's also managed to pick himself up a Smoker to see. We'll have a look over. Phantom Lancer has picked himself up a Vitality Boost to give himself up that little bit extra help and health, and upgrades his Diffusal Blade. It's just a little odd. He hadn't used up all his charges yet, but a double damage now on Shadow Fiend. This is screaming Roshan. Just beat down on Roshan. Shadow Fiend is doing massive amount of damage right now. He's doing 250 damage for 20 minutes into the game with that Shadow Blade. Looks like he's building into a BKB next as well. Has the Ogre Club, has the Mithril Hammer, just needs to buy up that recipe. And look at this, they're smoked up, they're looking around, they really want to try and find somewhere, and Roche does end up going down, and they know where they are now. And you look at Timbersaw, Timbersaw's going to get himself out of there as quickly as possible, because he has to get back to base, heal up. He's the one that tanked that entire Roshan. And we'll just go have a look. Something's coming out on the courier right now. It will be Staff of Wizardry as well as mech recipe. So the Staff of Wizardry does go down onto it looks like a 4-staff coming up right now for the Nyx Assassin. Instead of trying to rush up into that Blink Dagger, he wants to get the 4-star, get a little bit of mobility, and it looks like the mid lane is now under attack. Lifesteal is not around, so they probably know that he's inside the Storm Spirit without too much of an issue, but it looks like they're just going to go for trade. You want to take our Tier 1 tower? Well, we can push a lot quicker than you with our army of Phantom Lancers, and we can just take out your entire Tier 2 in like an instant with only 2 heroes. And you have a look, they just go down, and look at the damage that's coming out right now. This is just Phantom Lancer beating down on the tower. Now Shadow Fiend picks in as well, manages to get the last hit on the tower as well. They're all falling back as quickly as they can because they know that everything Shadow Blade is done on Doombringer, and it looks like who does he want to do? Who does he want to do? And they end up picking up the wrong one, and he does manage to get himself out. Is he going to make it out? Soul does manage to go into his Shadow Blade just in the nick of time, and then the mech charge picks him up with enough health, and he's going to bottle himself back up, and he's going to be a good wrong one to pull. He manages to pull one of the illusions from the illusion room, and it does look like they're just now going to beat down on this Tier 3 tower, and there's not going to be much that they can do about it. And there goes the Storm Spirit. Does come all the way in, and does come out. And Shadow Fiend does go down, but he does have the Aegis and the Immortal, so the burst is not there anymore, and he's going to be free to just walk around and right-click to his heart's content right now. And there we go. Lifestealer has managed to be picked up, and there we go. The Spirit Lance does go out, does end up going down, and he's forced Jakiro and the Doombringer all the way back into the fountain, and they've got free reign right now over the entire base. There is a couple of familiars out here, but there's not much they can do right now. Doombringer is on his way back out here. Does he still have Doom? No, he doesn't. There's not much he can do in this entire situation. And Jakiro, you're in a lot of trouble, Jakiro. Blink in from Timbersaw and just starts beating down on him. starts on the racks. That's the middle racks, bottom racks, sorry, gone already. It looks like there's a TP back up from Nick's Assassin already. He just wants to start pushing out that middle lane as well. And something's been bought. Venom Lancer has something coming in, and it looks like it's a heart. Yeah, definitely a heart, and a 4-star recipe there for the Nyx Assassin as well. So that's going to be coming over to him. And he'll finally have that 4-star up. Shadow Fiend has bottled himself up a haste rune, so he's going to be able to pop his haste, pop his Shadow Blade, get into position, and let that Requiem of Souls absolutely rip out as quickly as he wants. And it does look like up on this top lane, we do have it being pushed out. Last tier 2 tower outside of the base for MTS. There's nothing they can really do to defend this at all. They're going to keep her alive, who already has a mech up. And he's going to be able to keep his whole team easily healed. And there it goes. It's just beating down now on the tower and easily done. And Shadowblade Doombringer is running away right now. Have a quick look at the items. There's no gem on either team as from what I've seen. And yeah, Visage hasn't even finished up his mech yet. He's how far away is he? He's still about another 450 gold away, 410 gold actually, away from finishing up that mech. But there we go, the Chakram comes in there, and it does look like they want to beat down on the Familiars. That Familiar is going to end up dying, and its gold's all going to go to the Phantom Lancer, but it doesn't. They end up going down, and it does look like the top racks is going to go down now as well. There is no way for MTS to actually fight this. They don't have the engage that they really want, but there we go. We do have it now. They go Doom on the Timbersaw, but there's nothing they can do about it. Requiem of Souls go off, but it was long way back, and it really didn't do too much damage, but it doesn't matter. The right-click damage that's coming out from the Shadow Fiend right now is just absolutely massive. Does manage to get himself stunned up, does pick up the Jakiro though, and the GG well plays do come out. So that is proudly sponsored by Centrelink. They will be going straight through to the grand final, and we'll have to have a look at the lower bracket games to see who will be meeting them there. We will be back with you guys for more Dota 2 action as soon as we possibly can. I am Gamestah's RagnaroK. I am bringing you all the action here from Respawn Land. Don't forget to check out our sponsor. Go over to the OzGamers website. Check them out for all your sharing needs for online games. Vent, TeamSpeak, anything that you need under the sun, they could probably host it for you. Also, thanks for the sponsors of Respawn, Thermal Take, as well as Gigabyte. Both of these guys are absolutely fantastic, the way they help out run this event, and everyone here that's at Respawn that helps out, even down, even from the top at Tristan, even down to the little minions that run around and do most of the setups. A big thank you to those guys. Without those guys, we would not be here bringing you all this action that's coming out here from Respawn. Thank you guys. I am Gamestah's might help if I hit the right buttons, wouldn't it, guys? I am Gamestah's RagnaroK. I'll be bringing you more Dota 2 action the moment I can bring it to you.